and one of the important lectures on political science, that is the subdivision or subfields of political science. This is not a single lecture, but a couple of lectures. Mean I have tried my best to cover the whole of the subject area into two lectures, lecture 1 and lecture 2. So this is lecture 1. Let's start. As we know that the subject political science is how it is important. We everyone we cannot ignore its importance. It is constantly expanding. The discipline is constantly expanding, and it can be subdivided into several specialized areas or subfields of subdivisions. So those fields uh, are to be mentioned. The most important ones, those are the national politics, the comparative politics, public administration, which will become in the third slide, political dynamics I have written for you, local government, international relations, all those. So several areas, understand. Now political science, political science derives most of its information or areas from the other social sciences. Other social sciences, we have already discussed the relationship of political science with the rest of the social sciences. So it depends on and derives much of knowledge or information from the rest of the but here we will not discuss. It has been discussed in the previous lectures or in other slides. So here we will discuss its various subdivisions or its subfields. Uh, uh, it's a policy science, political policy is a policy science, and it is a, as Harold D. Laswell has of the view that he was one of the founders of the policy sciences. So according to him, every policy has to pass through three stages. From time to time, it is formulated in its final realization. So, three stages. So, those stages are what? He has mentioned those stages. Those stages are what? Uh, Pre arena stage number 1, pre arena stage. Pre-arena stage, arena stage, and post-arena stage. Now, what is pre-arena stage? An arena, and what is an arena? Arena is a whole complex of activities by various peoples and conditions of the knowledge and know-how in which a policy can be prepared, implemented, and assessed. When it is being prepared or formulated, is it pre-arena stage. Understand? The next is arena stage. Arena stage. When it is being implemented, it is arena stage. It is arena stage. And when it is completed, it is post arena. We call it, he called it post arena stage. When it is being implemented, is arena stage, and when it is completed, its results are being evaluated. So it is called post arena stage. So it all comes under the study of political policy, which is the subdivision of political science. So what we will study all these different subfields like which have been mentioned: national politics, public administration, political dynamics, local government, comparative politics, public law, international relations, and political theory. So let's move further. National politics. National politics. National politics means politics of a nation or a country. It is the main field of political science. Without it, we cannot ignore its importance. Without it, the subject is incomplete. Formally, we know it dealt with the various organs of the government. It various organs of the government. The organs of the government are what they are. Legislature, we can understand these organs are, these are the pillars of the government on the which a government stands, and you know that government is the agent of the state. So why these are important? Number one is legislature, number two is executive, and number three is judiciary. No doubt these are important one. We cannot ignore from their importance. Without it, the ongoing activities of the business of the state, of the government, cannot run. Other topics comes under the study of national politics. They, we cannot ignore. They are what? Political leadership, political elites in the country, political parties, public opinion, pressure group, and administrative system. So these comes under the study of inside us. You can intrastate relations, intrastate studies at the national level or national politics. As a matter of fact, the study of national politics is closely related, and we can say that influenced by the other subdivisions of political science. Understand this? Now comes to the next, that is public administration. This is another important subdivision of political science. Administration means management of the affairs, public or private, of government or a company or corporation. So it is the management of all these. So it is divided into two kinds. It is divided into two kinds. The one, number one is public administration, and the second one is private administration. No need to go into detail all these tools. Uh, as we know that the term, it is a Latin word. It has been taken from a Latin word "ait" and "ministere" means to serve. To serve means to. We know that this type of service is be found everywhere. That at house, as business, corporate sector, business organizations, in universities, or the government bodies. So it, in fact, where there is a need to govern, there is also need to administer. So what, government and administration go together. Without it, the business is incomplete. Public administration. More, public administration is where there is a need to manage man and material, there is administration. Where without proper administration, you cannot run the affairs of any of the company, even of your house. So management is important. Management is the most important. It is two meaning. Now what? Science of administration and process of administration. The first is science of administration, and the second one is process of administration. Widely it says that public administration consists of all those operations having for their purpose the fulfillment or enforcement of public policy. So, what? It is government in action. No, the government, when the government performs all these, when the government performs all these managerial tasks, so we can say that government is in action. Government is administering the affairs. So it means that government is performing its duties. We may define it as the art and science of the non-political machinery of government, carrying on its work for the welfare of the people according to the laws adopted by the state. Simple definition. So The topic is a bit lengthy, but I try my best to confine the study in a very brief way to pass the exams. Uh, the topic is needs a separate attention or discussion. So, without wasting, let's move to the next slide, that is political dynamics. Political dynamics. Political dynamics means the dynamics forces of politics. uh, Political dynamics is a new, it's not an old, but it is a, it's a it's a modern one. It's a new subdivision of political science. Subdivision, it studies what, it studies the dynamic forces of politics, like those are public opinion, political parties, pressure groups, are the voting behavior of the people. So all this comes, and it is a developing branch of political science, so it is growing one. uh, it concerned with, we know that it concerned with it is actual working of the government and politics. So it is uh, it is concerned with the forces at work in government and politics rather than with the structure. It has nothing to do with the structure, but with the practical, the practicability of the government, how it performs. So political dynamics. eh? Next, political process and political system. Political dynamics is what? It is a political process. It is a political process in any of the political system. It has nothing to do with with the structure development rather than description. Uh, we know that all the forces, all the forces at work in the political field, whether those are social, those are economic one, those are moral one, those are psychological one, or ideological one, are the subject matter of political dynamics. So they are the sources of energy and action in politics. So they have a great value for a, for the subject of political science, and we should understand that they represent the fuel that drives the engine of the state. So this is one of the important fuel. We can understand it, the fuel which gives power to the engine of the state. Political dynamics. Next comes local government. We have listened this word local government. Here is the definition that local government is defined as a public organization authorized to decide and administer a limited range of public policies within a relatively small territory, which is a subdivision of a regional or national government. So the definition covers all those areas. What it is? It is a public organization authorized to decide and administer a large range of public policies. So public policies to people's interactions, they have been implemented, and the area is relatively small one and been subdivided into regional or national or local one. So this explains what a self-governing process means the people belong to those, means peoples of local area, local finances, local authority, local government, local finances. All these are the aspects of local government. Its essence is self-governing autonomy. you know it has a great variety of functions, like administrative function, judicial function, developmental function, fiscal functions. All those works within the domain of a local area comes are the works of, are the jobs, are the functions of a local government. Suppose to repair roads, to fix street lights, to build some public baths, to for the establishment of, or the foundation of, library, or the fruit shops to checking them, means providing all those facilities to the peoples of that particular local area. All those are the functions we will not discuss here. So it the structure varies from country to country, from country to country. Normally it consists of councils, municipalities, or district councils. The system has different the system in USA is different from the system in Great Britain, and system of Great Britain is a bit different of the system in France. So Pakistan has its own scheme, and from its historical record, we can understand that right from Ayub era to the PTI government, it has been passed from different stages, means different tiers of its administration, like 3 tiers and 5 tiers and many more. So need not to discuss here the tier systems of the local government of Pakistan. We will discuss in any one of the separate lecture. So physical and regulatory functions has been discussed, that what they perform. The physical functions means the health facilities, the education, all those 12 to 14 line department which they are working in a district, they comes in collaboration with the local government. So that's the end of this slide, and we will meet in the next slide for the remaining part of this lecture. Thank you very much.